Aloha everyone, my name is BryandiLei and you're watching Beat, where beauty is the platform to educate and affirm each other while talking story. We're gonna have so much fun, so come and join us. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Beat. Today we have Randi Camacho with us.
Hello!
This is Randi, aka Shop Sundays on Instagram. She is an amazing clay earrings creator and my favorite, my go-to. I look forward to seeing the new creations that she makes every week, every Sunday. So I'm excited to do her makeup today. And yeah, we're gonna do the same, talk story, and yeah.
Yay, okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's get started. We're gonna do some skincare on Randi. We're gonna use Cool Balm as her moisturizer and Eye Rise for her eye serum. So while I'm doing that, Randi, yesterday you did an event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes,
Malala
yeah.
Makers Market. It was pretty slow yesterday.
Oh, was
it? Yeah, but I mean, it's always nice to do pop-ups, you know, because I get to meet new people and I put myself out there. Yeah, so it's fun. And my husband always comes to me too, so
that's nice.
He helps, so I'm not like by myself.
Yeah. Was there a lot of other vendors there too?
Yeah, she said that there's like 40 plus, so it's
wow,
it's a
that's
good
a
amount. Yeah,
big
it's like a
event.
square, and then there's like in the middle, and then there's like a food truck, and then there's like a vintage looking truck, but it's like a food truck. But yeah.
Oh wow.
So super cool. Yeah, this is only my second time going to that one, so.
And then he
This
started
smells
doing.
good.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if is it the aloe that you
Mhm.
yeah. But then all of this is like all of the skincare is natural
Oh, okay.
and as organic as they can, like using organic
Mhm.
ingredients. And this one's good. It's lightweight on the skin,
Mhm.
so it doesn't it doesn't feel heavy.
Yeah, because I don't like heavy at all.
Especially when you get oily, like it just you
Mhm.
just feel the layers and layers. Yeah. So that's what I like about it. It's very lightweight. Okay, I'm gonna spray our primer. I'm
Okay.
gonna spray. Okay, I'm gonna match you first for foundation.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, because I've been wanting to do that too.
Oh yeah.
I've been wanting, to get matched.
Okay, perfect. So our foundation is a wax base
Okay.
foundation. It's lightweight, a medium, buildable to a full coverage. Okay, so while we do your foundation, maybe if you could tell us about your business, like how you were inspired, how it began, what inspires you when you create your earrings, and like how your name came about.
Okay, so let's see. Actually, I started during quarantine, so I got laid off. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I got laid off, and I wasn't working. I want to say for about like 2 months, which is the longest I've never worked before. Like I was working like in high school, so like yeah, I was like, what am I gonna do with myself? Like I'm always like staying busy. So
yeah.
One of my friends, she went to Texas, and she came home and she had like these super cute clay earrings.
Oh.
So I was like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. I love it. And you know, Hawaii, we always get everything so late,
yeah.
you know? So I was like, oh my gosh. She was like, yeah, it's super cute and it's lightweight. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can totally try do that. So then I looked it up. I was kind of like looking for videos.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do it. Actually, I did. When I saw it, it was like before even quarantine. And so when quarantine hit, I was like, okay, well, I have nothing to do. I might as well start that.
Yeah.
So I started it, and then it kind of just like
It
went
grew
from there. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, actually, before that, I was already going to pop-ups. Me and my cousin would do pop-ups together.
Okay.
She had a boutique, and then I would do vintage thrifted things.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, my name was actually Relove Vintage before it became Sundays.
Oh.
Yeah, so I would go to the pop-ups with her, and then I would do vintage thrifted things, and then she would sell her clothes and stuff. So I was already kind of doing the pop-ups. So then I started doing earrings, and then I was like, okay, well, I can't keep my name Relove Vintage because it's not the same. So
yeah.
So then I changed my name to Sundays, which I don't even know how it came about. I totally forget. I feel like it was, so I love like being out in the sun, going to the beach and stuff. And so I was just like, okay, should I just do like sun.daes? But I was like, I don't want to just leave it regular sun.daes. So I was like sun and then, you know, like days, like DAES. So
yeah.
then I just put a period between sun.daes. So it's super random, but yeah. So that's how it came about. And then pretty much like where I get my inspiration from is like just anything around me. Like going on Pinterest, like seeing material that I like. Yeah, so like stuff like that. Art, like seeing any kind of art with like colors that are blended together. Really just everything around me.
How do you get your materials? Do you get it locally? Do you get it
some of
online?
it I get, yeah, some of it I get locally, but since everybody started doing, like, so much people are doing more crafty things, like our Ben Franklin's like barely has the clay that we need. So
really?
yeah, so sometimes they have it. If I catch it on a good day, then I'll get, but they don't have like all the colors. So I get from Amazon or like Sculpey itself, like the website, or like Michael's and stuff from the mainland. Those those craft websites, but mostly all online. Amazon's like my go-to.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Amazon is the best. Like they have everything.
And we're gonna have a warehouse here too.
Are we really?
Yeah, they said in Kapolei.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So then it's gonna be like we're gonna get stuff way
Dangerous.
sooner. The Prime is actually gonna be like actually Prime. Where it's not gonna be
shipping. It's actually gonna be 2 day shipping.
So I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna be good, and it's gonna create jobs and stuff. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I just recently saw they have grocery stores too.
Yes, I saw that. I know. It's like crazy. I want to do that too because I hate grocery shopping. I wish Target had the grocery pickup. Yes, because then I would totally do that.
No, I agree.
Because then I forget, like I have a list of everything that I need, and then when I get in the store, I'm like, oh, what do I need again? I don't even take my list with me. And then I get everything that I don't need, of course. So
especially at Target.
That's why I do drive up, because I can't walk around.
Same. How's that color looking?
Oh wow, looks good. Oh my gosh, looks so good.
Yeah. Do you feel like it matches okay?
Yeah. Looks good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next, I'm gonna do concealer, just a little bit under your eyes.
Yeah, but a lot of my shipping supplies I do get from like small businesses and stuff too, like. Because they have cuter styles.
Oh my gosh,
stuff.
your shipping packaging is so cute.
Your
thank you card.
Yeah, so I get all of that from like small businesses.
Oh, okay.
Because they have the cutest styles, I feel like.
Yeah. I know the packaging is so cute.
Oh, thank you.
And it's so personal too.
Yeah.
You handwrite every letter.
Yeah, I know
right?
that.
Yeah.
I love doing it, but I feel like that takes the longest, and my hand cramps. But yeah. But I love getting to do it. Yeah.
But that personal touch. Yeah. Even your pictures too. You take a lot of care in your pictures. Aww. Not just the packaging, but your pictures.
I literally.
It's also nice and staged and yeah.
Yeah, well, I literally do it so last minute. So I'm happy that it looks that way. I'm like the most last minute person ever. Yeah, like for launches, literally on Sundays I do my launches, and I'm literally finishing up until 5 o'clock, 5:30.
You have a creative, crafty background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
actually, my full-time job is I'm a visual merchandiser for like this local company called Island Soul and Kokonene.
Okay.
So yeah, I started that, and then I actually went to school for visual communications in LA too.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Fedom. So
awesome.
I've always kind of had a background with like crafty art and stuff. I love DIY stuff, so like my parties are my favorite. Getting to set up for all of that and stuff. Yeah, but so that's how it started. I feel like it started with Seal. I was working with my manager, and I'm still close to her. Like I always tell her like thank you so much, because she is kind of like she's kind of like who brought me into doing like visual merchandising things. Because right after high school, I went to school for cosmetology, actually, for a year. Oh. And then I was like, yeah, this is not for me. Like, I like doing it on myself, like, hair and stuff like that. And I was like, doing it on other people is so different. Like, it was funny, like, how it came to realization, because I was cutting my mom's hair in our garage. And then I was like, crap, what am I doing? Like, is this correct? And then she was like, Randi, and this was after my first year already. She was like, Randi, are you sure you like this? Like, are you sure you want to be a cosmetologist? And I was like, Mom, you're so right. I don't think I do. Like, I don't love it. So then I started working at Wet Sale, and my manager, she was like, she would do like our floor set. So when we would get new shipment in, we would have to like move the walls and everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it came about, how she asked me if I wanted to do it, but I was like, yeah. So we every Sunday when we would get new shipment, we would kind of like do a floor set where we would change around the whole like look of the store and stuff. So that's pretty much how it started. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to do this, you know, like. And then I was kind of doing research, and she actually went to FITM too.
Oh, okay.
So she was the one who told me about it and about, you know, like what you can major in and stuff. And I was like, is there even like a job that you can do? Yeah. But I feel like back then, like visual merchandising wasn't as big as it is now. Because you know like how Target has their setups and stuff. So that's pretty much what I do for our stores.
Oh,
yeah, so I do the setups in the stores. So I've always kind of been like a crafty DIY person. My cousin, she's been wanting to do like pop-ups, and I was like, well, I don't know, like what can I do? And then I always liked going thrifting, so she was like, why don't you just sell like thrifted stuff? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So then she kind of like, it's funny because everybody like they, you know, they talk to me and then they tell me like things that I should be doing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so right, like I should be doing that. And I don't realize it, but yeah.
They know you so well.
Yeah, and then they just tell me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I should totally do that. Like, it's so funny when my mom was like, I don't think you want to be a cosmetologist. I was like, I think you're right. I don't think I like it. I like cut her hair totally wrong.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, okay, this is not. I don't think this is for me. And I cut it. Like, every time we would have like mannequins, and we would have to like cut hair. I would lose my guide, and I would cut it like shorter, and I'm like, oh no.
That happened to me once too in beauty school. I think it was supposed to be the 90-degree haircut. Yeah. And I kept losing my guide too, so it got like, short. And I didn't pass that haircut. I had to do another one.
So well, after I became a cosmetologist, I was like, maybe I want to be a teacher. So then I was going to LCC for like teaching, and then I became a substitute teacher. And then I was like, yeah, no, I do not want to be a teacher.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work.
I think I've always wanted to be a visual like, you know, going in that field of visual merchandising, but I think I didn't want to move, and I, you know, over here like the schooling is good, but it was like, you know, it's better if you just go away.
Yeah.
So I really didn't want to make that commitment.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, my brother, he went to UNLV.
Okay.
And so that's when I was like, you know what, if he can do it, I can totally do it. When he came home, I decided that I wanted to go to school too, so then we moved to California.
Oh, was it your whole family?
No, just me, my husband, and then my brother.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so me and my husband, we got married like when I was 21 and he was 22, so we got married when we were young. And then so we got married in November, and then I went to school we got married in November 2014, and then I went to school January 2015, so it was like right after. We're like, okay, we're gonna move.
And how was that? How was being newly married?
It was crazy.
Living away from home.
Yeah, I feel like it was pretty hard, you know, but I got like homesick, and then like first year I was like right in school too, so it was like, and I was working at the same time too. Oh, wow. So I was like, it was so much. Yeah. But that's why I feel like, because I was in school and working at the same time, like I really didn't take advantage of as much opportunities as I wish I did. Because, you know, FITM has so much opportunities and stuff, so doing stuff like with movies and all kinds of stuff like that, but I couldn't do it because I was like working or like, and I lived farther too. The school was in LA, and then I was living in San Bernardino Colony, so it was like an hour away. Oh wow. But yeah, it was a lot. It was crazy.
Plus there's traffic there all the time.
Traffic was horrible. So.
I feel like it's getting like that here too.
Oh no, totally. Yeah, but I don't think I would have been able to go to school and work at the same time without my brother and my husband. So I'm so thankful that they were there with me. But I loved FITM. It was a cool school to go to.
How long were you guys out there in California?
We lived there for about like 4 years. So wow. I went to school for a year, and then we kind of just ended up staying there for a little while more, and then my husband was kind of like, oh, I want to go back home already.
Oh,
Because, you know, all of our family
yeah.
was here. So then
Yeah.
I was like, okay, then let's go back home. I, like, didn't want to move.
Oh, yeah?
I wanted to stay up there. But then now I'm, like, super thankful that, you know, we have all of our family here and
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah.
How did you and your husband meet?
At a party.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's so funny. So, and then, like, it's funny because he was, like, the only guy at the party that, like, didn't hit on me. So I was like, you know, like, why? And then after that, we just, like, were inseparable.
Wow.
It was funny, yeah. We were together for 2 years before we got married.
Wow.
Yeah, it was-
And so how long is that?
This year is 10 years.
Oh, 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Like these colors?
Yeah, that's
on
pretty.
you?
I love that.
Okay.
So how long were you working at Mac?
I started working there in end of 2009.
Oh, wow.
And then I quit 2012.
Oh, okay, nice. A few years.
Yeah. For a little bit, and then after that, I just stopped makeup altogether. And then until this.
Oh, how
Yeah.
cool. My mom, she doesn't, like, do any makeup or anything.
Uh-huh.
So, like, I didn't even know how to do makeup. Like, I had to just teach it myself. And I still don't even know how to do a lot.
Hey, my mom would just do mascara, foundation.
Yeah. My mom
That's
doesn't
it.
even do mascara or foundation. I'm like, girl. I literally had to do it all myself. Figure it out.
Yeah. Nowadays it's a lot easier to learn how to do
Yeah,
stuff.
on
'cause
YouTube
there's
and
so much-
stuff,
yeah.
right? I know. Videos and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. She was telling me that, like, before, she didn't even do her eyebrows, you know, until,
yeah.
like, you know, because I think back then, like, they didn't really do eyebrows. And she was
Yeah.
like, yeah, and then we just started doing eyebrows. And then that's when it was, like, super skinny, I think.
Yes. Growing up, did you do any, like, sports or, like, activities
Mhm.
outside of school?
Yeah, so actually I played soccer, like, all of my years in high school.
Oh, nice.
And then I did track, hurdles.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I wasn't really that good. So me and my friend, we were kind of just like, what can we do that is not as much running as the other ones? So yeah, so we did that. But I loved, like, the track meets and stuff. It's super fun.
Nice.
So I'll do that. And then I was also, like, in student council. I was a secretary. So I did, like, a lot of stuff in high school. Yeah, I was
yeah.
super involved. It was me and my 2 other best friends. They were the president and vice president. And then I was the secretary, but I really wasn't the one to write anything because I have, like, the worst handwriting.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's really funny.
I feel like you have nice handwriting.
No, really? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, no! I feel like I have the worst handwriting. Well, like, I feel like Freddie has nicer handwriting than I do, so it's actually funny that you say that.
It's crazy when guys have
Yeah.
nicer handwriting than you. My
So-
husband does too.
Yeah, so whenever we do greeting cards, like, Freddie is always the one that writes it for us.
I do that too. What kind of music are you listening to now? What's on your playlist right now?
Well, the new song that I just downloaded is the Freaky Deaky one by Tyga, and I think it's Doja Cat, if I'm not mistaken. But that one is a cute song. But honestly, like, I'm totally not, like, a song person. Like, I'll, like, listen to whatever's on the radio, or, like, my best friend, he's so cute. He sends me songs, and I just download it. He's, like, the song guy, and he knows, like, what I like to listen to. Even Freddie is, like, a super, like, he listens to, like, rap music, so he has a Spotify. But me, I just listen to whatever.
Whatever you hear.
Yeah, whatever I hear, whatever is playing on the radio. I think another song that I just downloaded too is Energy, but I think Tyler Jane, which I love, that one's a super cute song too. So I'm never on the aux because I never know what to play. It's either Freddie or my best friend Tulane.
Gosh, music changes so much on social media.
It does. I know, social media is just like, everything just changes.
It's like
Literally,
fast paced.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking like a medium color and I'm kind of blending it into your crease and on your lid
Okay.
for now, and then I'll take the lighter shimmer color and apply it to your lid.
Oh, so when I do my launch, I'm gonna be like, oh, I just got my makeup done.
Oh yeah.
Bye, Bryandy. Follow her. Yeah, I haven't done makeup in, like, forever. I think my cousin's wedding, actually. Yeah, my cousin's wedding, which was, like, years ago.
Oh wow.
Other than that, like, I just do it, but I just do really simple. Like I don't ever do like eye makeup. It's really just foundation, and then my eyebrows.
I was gonna ask you that, like your makeup routine.
Yeah, so pretty much I just do foundation. Well, now that I get my lashes done by my cousin, like I just really do my foundation, eyebrows, and then I do like highlighter, and then I have a concealer that is like I do little concealer. It has like orange inside so that it hides my dark under eyes, but that's about all really.
You don't need a lot of makeup. You're so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
And you have nice skin too. Thank you. I'm so lucky.
I only put makeup on if I'm like going out with my friends or like going on date night or something. My job is super like I do a lot of like hands-on and like moving stuff, so I don't really like to do makeup because I don't want to sweat with it on.
What do you like to do for fun?
I love going to the beach and just really like hanging out with my friends, my family. I think right now my new thing is like working on the yard.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So it's like if I like don't have anything to do, I'm like, okay, we're gonna have a yard day.
Oh, nice.
So that's like I feel like I like to just do a lot of projects, so like having something to do.
If I'm not for the house.
Yeah. If I'm not at the beach or like out with my friends or my family, I'm like probably at home doing some kind of a project, and I always have make everybody come with me and help me.
It's a team effort.
Exactly, yeah. If I'm gonna do it, you guys can help. So we have like a weed digging party. So like my mom will come. Yeah, my mom will come over. My sister will come over, and then sometimes my dad too. And then they'll just help, and we'll just all like jam it out.
The more the merrier, and things get done faster.
Exactly,
too.
and then it's more fun, because you're like talking story, laughing. It makes the time go by faster too. There's also, I feel like it's kind of therapeutic, like digging the weeds and making like when the whole root comes out. I'm like, oh, it's so satisfying.
You're not coming back.
Yeah, no, literally.
Do you plant plants too?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, so I do a lot of like tropical. I don't do any like fruits or like veggies or anything because I feel like that's so hard.
It is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like to do tropical plants, like tea leaves, Song of India and stuff like that. And then I have some hibiscus that I'm trying to grow.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like the really pretty ones that are like super different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to plant those. Hopefully they come out nice. Oh. But yeah, actually before, like I could never keep a plant alive. I think I didn't water it. I watered it too much. I overwatered.
Oh.
So now that I look up whatever plant that I get, I look it up, look for like the care use or whatever, and then I see like how to water it and like how often you water it and stuff, and now they're actually doing good. So, but I still haven't figured out how to let succulents live. That's like the hardest for me.
And you would think that those would be easy, right?
That's what
they
say.
Need a lot of water.
Yeah, they say succulents is the easiest, but I'm like, I can't. They always die on me.
I can't keep any plant alive, but succulents, especially, I've had a few and I can't.
Yeah, like they always die on me. Like.
So were you always outdoorsy?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love going on hikes and stuff too.
What's the like the scariest hike you've been on?
Oh, I would definitely say Stairway to Heaven.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. That was like the scariest ever because it was like raining.
Oh my god.
Yes, and it was like you have to go like early in the morning so that you miss the security guard.
Oh yeah,
so it was dark.
That's scary.
Yeah, but it was so beautiful.
I
though.
bet.
Yeah, but I'm like, that's a hike that I would just do once and I'm never doing it again because like my legs were so sore too.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
all of the stairs, it was insane. Yeah, no, that one, and it's so long. It's like hours.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it took us forever.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't go on hikes as much as I used to before. I just feel like like it just gets so crazy. Like life just gets so crazy.
Yeah.
So I think beach is like my new go-to now because it's like right over here. But I do like some of the hikes on this side. So the whole time going up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And then when I get up there, I'm like, okay, this is so beautiful.
This is well worth it.
Yeah, this is well worth it.
What is one accomplishment or two that you're like most proud of?
I think my most recent one is like me and my husband like buying this house, because I feel like we like before we actually did the buying process, you know, we're like we were living in California, and then we moved here. We were living with my brother and sister-in-law, and then we were living like with my mom, with my mother-in-law then. So it was like, you know, we were trying to save, and so we really didn't think that we were ready. And then my cousin, she became a realtor, and she was like, just try, you never know. But I feel like I was like, we have so much bills, like like my school loans and all of that stuff. And then we applied, and then like she was like, you guys qualified. And I was like,
wow.
What? So I was just like, and I was just, you know, we've never lived on our own.
Yeah.
Or like just me and him for like our whole relationship pretty much.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I think we're ready to just like, you know, do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's like right now our biggest accomplishment.
And I love how you decorated
Oh,
too.
thank you.
It's so cute.
When we moved in, the whole inside was like a beige color. So then I was like, yeah, this is not the biz. So then so then we came in, and then like my dad helped, and we just like painted the whole everything white. Just because I knew that I wanted to do like more like neutral, like brown colors, you know, it's like pop of color. So I was like, this is beige is not working. So we did white, and then like we painted some areas. We made like this accent wall. My husband did it. It was like,
he did it?
Yeah, he did it.
Wow.
And then so I kind of just gave him like, you know, like the idea of what we wanted to do, and then he like cut the wood and everything, measured everything. And I think measuring was like the thing that took forever. And then
you can go ahead and close.
Yeah, so he did that. So I'm pretty much like the person who's like, okay, I'm like the designer, and then he's the one who executes everything, and I just assist him. So he's really handy too. He's in construction.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's really handy. Then yeah, so now like inside is pretty much done. So now we're just working on outside, trying to get it nice, like no grass at all. It was just all dirt and rocks.
Wow.
Yeah. So now we have like a good sized grass on the side of our house that we just have to like maintain.
Bad.
Before we even like were ready to buy a house, I was kind of like, I'm just gonna buy this and then leave it at my mom's house.
So you had stuff like accumulating, getting ready.
Yeah, and then it was just like we weren't even ready for our house, but I was just, I'm gonna buy it because I'm sure when we do get our house, I'll just put it in the house. So I had stuff at my mom them's house, our house, I had stuff at my grandma them's house.
Wow.
So then when we moved in, it was kind of just like, okay, well, yay, now.
Yeah. You're ready to go, ready to rock.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now, with your business and then personally?
Well, I'd say 5 years for like my business wise. I've been working on a website for forever, so I'm hoping that I'll have a website running.
Yeah.
And then I kind of want to expand, do like, because I do like clay and stuff like that, but I want to expand and do like a little bit more like lifestyle things, or like sell lifestyle things. I do want to get into doing like home stuff, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but something like that. So pretty much just like building the brand.
Yeah,
so that, and then like personal wise, I'd say like we want to have a family soon, so I'm hoping that I want to say like 2 kids hopefully. But I feel like after the first one, then I'll be like, okay, we'll see if I can handle another. But yeah, so I want to have a little family.
I think you'd be a great mom too.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah.
I know, I love my niece and my nephew. They're like the best. If I don't see them for like a day or so, I'm like, I miss you guys. And they're like right next door, so it's just easy. They just like come right over the fence, or I just call for them. They're the cutest.
That's so nice. They're right next door.
No, I love it. It's so like convenient. She just turned 3, so she'll like call for me. She calls me Rara. So she like yells at the gate, Rara, me won't come over. So then she comes over, and then her younger brother, he just turned 2, and so when she leaves, he wants to come with. So like it's just both of them in the house. And
do you like to cook? Do you cook?
So actually, I don't like to cook, but I cook. Yeah. But I cook because we have to eat. So
yeah,
I'm not really a good cook. Like honestly, I feel like my sister and Freddie is like better cooks than me. But I'll cook or I'll try to venture and like do different stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure that they tell me it's good. I'm always like, is it good? Is it good? And they tell me, yeah, it's good. I'm like, don't lie to me. No, I think the hardest thing is just finding what to cook.
Yes.
I feel like that's just the hardest thing.
Like, what dish are you known for?
Well, I would say actually before I was like, spaghetti was like the easiest thing to cook, so that was like my always my go-to. But then I think because I cooked it so much, it's like now I don't like to eat spaghetti. I'd say actually my most recent one that I feel like I've gotten like really down is corn chowder.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like I'll do a corn chowder and like a tuna melt. That's like my favorite.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, so the last batch that I made of corn chowder, I feel like is my best, and everyone was like, oh yeah, it's really good, and I was like, oh yes, okay, I think I got down, like, I love corn chowder. Oh, and then actually, every time I go to gatherings, my go-to is pasta salad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a cold pasta salad,
yeah.
And then I love to use the Olive Garden Italian dressing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like my go-to. But my mom says that when you get your own family and stuff like that, she's like, you maybe are gonna want to cook more, and I'm like, I don't think so. She was like, I get so much joy out of cooking for you guys, and when you guys love it, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna spark that same joy.
What's your favorite color to work with for earrings?
Mustard.
Oh yeah?
Mustard is like my go-to. That's like my favorite color ever. So actually, my sister, she's like the mixologist. She's the one who mixes all of the colors.
Oh.
And she's so good at it. Like, so what we do is we'll just come up with I'll look up like a color palette, and then I send it to her, and then she like just makes all of the colors for us. So when I first started doing earrings, like mustard was pretty much the only color that I knew how to blend and how to make. So that was just like my always my go-to. And plus I love mustard in general. But yeah, she's so good. She does all of the colors, so.
Yeah, she makes really good colors.
Yeah, no, she's so good at it. And she does like the rainbows and stuff, so she's very crafty too. And she enjoys doing it too, and then I pay her so that she gets, And I'm like, you have such good work ethic. she's only 8th grade too, so.
Oh, she's so young.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. But she loves it. Yeah, so I try to do different colors all the time, but I'm always like, we need mustard in this color palette. So I always just like add mustard with it.
What do you see customers gravitate
Honestly,
towards?
I feel like a lot of the people gravitate to the black because, it's so neutral and matches with everything. But at the same time, like, people, they still like the brighter colors too. So I don't know. I haven't gotten down exactly like what colors they like. Yeah.
Do you kind of go with like the trending colors too? Like
I try to. So like honestly, like I find all of it on Pinterest. Like I'll just look up like whatever like spring color palette, or like if I'm feeling like a neutral color palette, I'll do that, and then really just whatever like pops up. Within the clay business, like there's so much people that do clay now, so it's really cool to see like the different trends and stuff that people come up with, like the texturing and like all kinds of stuff like that. It's super cool. Like the most recent one I think I've learned is like the sandpaper texture. Yeah. So it's actually made from like it's a sandpaper, and you just like stamp it on, so it makes like I guess like a sandpaper texture. Yeah. So that's like the newest thing that I've learned. But yeah.
I know when you first started doing that texture, I was like, oh, I wonder how she
does
it.
It's with sandpaper.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It's so cool because I learned it, on Instagram, and like I love that like other clay makers, like they share like like what they make and what they do and stuff and how they do it, because it helps everybody out. That's why when people ask me to, I'm always like, I just tell them, because I'm like, I it's not a secret how I found out, so I want to share it.
Yeah. My favorite that you're doing now is the
florals.
The dried flowers.
I've been wanting to do it for like forever too, but I finally like you kind of need to get a lot of stuff. That's why to actually do it. So I finally like buckled down and just bought what I needed for it. So it's because I've never worked with resin before, so you have to I resin the flower over it.
Okay.
So that like secures it.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Yeah, so that's like, I know, I was super stoked to start. I was like, yay, I love it. I know, those look super cute on you.
I love these. Every single week that you launch something, I'm like, okay, that's my new favorite. And then the next week, it's like, oh, okay, this is my new favorite.
I know, you're the best. You're so good. I'm like, oh, yay. I really appreciate it, and like you share it all the time, and like all of your friends.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I love it. Thank you.
No.
When I ask you questions.
Uh-oh. I'm kidding.
Okay, so let's see. How did you find out that you wanted to be, that you wanted to go into cosmetology and like do makeup?
Okay, so it goes back to when I was like in middle school. We had a sleepover, and the girls, we all planned to bring our makeup and do each other's makeup. So I brought my makeup and I did one of my friends' makeup, and another girl was like, "Oh my gosh." Like, she was like bashing my makeup in front of everybody.
Oh
so
my
god. From that day I was like, I'm gonna be good at this. And
oh
so
gosh, that's so crazy.
I never knew how, because back then there wasn't Instagram, there wasn't YouTube.
Yeah.
So I tried to figure out things on my own. So when I
I
got
love
into
it.
it though, I was expecting it would be a lot more makeup than hair.
Oh yeah, and it was mostly
Yeah.
just hair and until later, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I did the hair thing for a little bit. I didn't care for it.
Yeah.
And then that's when I went into makeup.
Excuse me. Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! Oh my gosh! How dare that girl, right?
But if it wasn't for her, I don't know if I'd be here.
True.
So,
Yeah.
how was it like that for you growing up?
Honestly, like no, like I kind of I grew up with like friends, and then in high school is kind of when I had like best friends.
Yeah.
But it was like me and sorry.
No, you're good.
It was a group of there was a group of 5 of us, and then I think because we kind of like we were involved with each other, but it wasn't to the point where it was like we would do everything together.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too much, but it was just like, and then I was always really closer to like guys, so I had like more guy best friends. My best friend forever, he's a guy.
Yeah.
But like I have a group of girls that I like always hang out with and stuff too. But it was never, and it was good because we were never really like catty with each other or anything. So it was.
So the lip liner is a long wearing lip liner.
Oh, okay.
So this is the kind like you wear a mask. It some transfer a little bit, but not like to where it disappears completely.
Oh. Yeah, I think what caught me to like your post was, I think you posted one time where you had your mask on, and then you're like out in the sun, and then you came back and your makeup still looks so good. I was like,
still there.
I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so good still.
Yeah. That's what I loved about it too, is and that, and like at the end of the day, you know when like makeup starts feeling heavy, cakey and stuff like that, it doesn't feel like that, and then when you wash it off, like your skin feels soft and moisturized. Like it doesn't feel like it's been through, it's been through the masks and the humidity, and it feels good. What is one makeup product that you couldn't live without?
I would say my Oil of Olay moisturizing lotion.
Oh yeah?
That's like my only thing that has been constant for like forever. So it's not really makeup, but it's really just moisturizer. Like if I don't use it, then my skin just feels like weird, and that's really the only thing that I've been like really consistent with, doing that like every day. And it's the same lotion that my grandma used, and then the same lotion that my mom used. So like I use it, and then my sisters use it. It's kind of just like, because like they use it, it's kind of just like we all use it too.
There's history behind it. Yeah.
So I think that's really the only thing, other than of course my eyelashes. Which is not really a makeup product, but I just like love eyelashes. But yeah,
it completes the look.
It does. Yeah, lashes totally does.
Yes.
Like,
aside from makeup, that you couldn't live without. Like, if you could only have one thing, one item, what would it be?
Like in general.
Yeah.
That's so hard. Honestly, I would say my phone. My phone has like literally everything on it, and like I log into everything on my phone, and I don't log into everything on my laptop.
Yeah.
So like my phone has all of my login information. It has like all of the pictures that I need.
Yeah.
Like all of the videos. Really just everything. If I don't have my phone, I'm sure I would be lost.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't remember anybody's numbers, so it's like it's horrible.
That's
like
true.
I think the only numbers that I remember is Freddie's, my mom and my dad, and then my grandmother's house number, because that has been consistent,
right,
and it hasn't changed. If I ever forget something, I'm always like, I take pictures of everything, so like I'll take a picture of something.
Yes, to remember.
And then I'll look back and be like, okay, yeah, that's what I need to do, or that's where it is.
Yeah.
Even like I'm horrible with directions. So like I use Waze, and I use Waze for like any place I need to go.
Yeah.
If I've never been before.
to get around. Yeah.
Yeah, when I tell my mom them, they're like, we used to have to use a map. I'm like, how the heck did you even do that?
Right?
Yeah, it's like, how do you drive and look at a map at the same time? Like you, yeah. So I think my phone is like that one thing.
All right, I think we're good.
Okay.
I think we're
ready.
Set. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love it. It looks so good, and it's so lightweight.
Yeah.
I love it.
Good.
Yay!
I'm glad. If you could give yourself, your younger self, advice, like maybe 10 to 15 years ago, what is one piece of advice that you would give your younger self?
I think the advice that I would give is just do it. Like don't think about like what people are gonna say. Don't think about like what is the outcome gonna be. I think just don't be scared and go for it, because like where I'm at now, like before I was like, I don't want to go to school, I don't want to go to mainland school and all of that stuff, and it like pushed me, and it didn't really push me back, but then like I started later on. So I think just like go for it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what I'm trying to do now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's what it'd be. Just go for it. Don't be scared of what anybody says, what anybody thinks, and just do what makes you happy.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for anybody.
Yeah.
At any point in their life is to just go for it, and
Yeah.
Because if you don't do it, you'll never know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you never know, and you always be like, oh, I should have did it.
Yeah.
I should have did that. And you don't want to feel like that.
No.
So it's like just do it.
Yeah. That's good.
So I think that's why, because I think back then I was really like, just, I didn't want to do anything, and I was like nervous and scared.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of just like, oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's what it would be.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for being, thank you for letting me come here and be in your space and to do your makeup and just get to know you more.
I know. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you love it.
I was super honored. So I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, oh, it's so cute.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no, I love it.
All right. Okay. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me and Randi. And don't forget to check her out on Instagram, Shop Sundays. We'll link her in the description below. Okay? Have a good day. Bye.
Hey guys, okay, so we're gonna do a little trial sesh before 6 o'clock, just so you guys can kind of see the new, and I also wanted to highlight my makeup. My girl Bryandy did it. I'll tag her here. So she did it with all of her Lime Life products. So these are all available to buy. She interviewed me for her new series Beat, so I was like super honored. I was like, oh yay, she's one of my best customers. So she asked me to do it, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So it's just like her doing my makeup, and then we're just like talking stories. But it's a new series that she's doing, so it's super cool. And again, I'll tag her here so that you guys can check it out. But yeah, okay, so let's do a try on sesh. So yeah, you guys see the new Huggies that we have. This is actually my new favorite style. Oh, let me take this girl off. My new favorite style. I love the way it sits on your ear, and it's just cute